Gotta get out my spiritual megaphone. I've made it to the higher self lobby, waiting room. Now I have to get the spiritual megaphone out and ask for Terra Mama's higher self. She's very down to business today. It's like, if you guys haven't seen my higher self readings before, I always end up in this empty room. There's no doors, no windows, no nothing. It's just like an empty room. Nothing on the walls. And I have to ask for somebody's higher self. And then they usually appear somehow. And sometimes it's through a door. So with the Terra Mama's higher self came through the door. And she like very quickly like clicked it behind her. And then she's standing in there and like staring at me. Like, this is business today. We have business to attend to. Chop, chop. All right. There's no fooling around this morning, Terra Mama. We are gotta get a message. She's very serious because she put her finger up and she said, "Look here." I don't know if she's getting ready to yell at me or you. Uh-oh. Okay. What she said, "Look here. There are pressing matters that need to be attended to." And I said, well, what's the most pressing matter that she needs to attend to right now? And of all things, she said, calmness, which I felt like, I mean, you know, I don't know you in person, but we've interacted quite a bit, and I've seen you stream, and I've had you in my classes, and calmness. You're like one of the most calm people that I think I've ever seen. Maybe you don't feel that way in the inside though. Like maybe you're able to put on the personification of calmness and deal with everybody else in a calm way, but maybe inside you're not feeling that way. I don't know. I'm going to go back and see what she's talking about. She's showing me this very rigid, it reminds me of a lava flow, but it's not flowing anymore. It's like the embers are still sparked under the blackness of the rock, but it's not flowing anymore. Like it's cooling down and it's becoming hard to the point where it's not flowing anymore. And I think it's weird that I pulled 2 red stones for you. And if I read into the symbology of all of that, it makes me feel like there's a passion and a fire in you to do things and to accomplish things, but it feels like it's been stifled recently. And even though it's still there, like bubbling under the surface, it hasn't had a chance to flow. And because of that, it's like there's this building up of this internal pressure of things not feeling calm within you because there's things that aren't being allowed to flow. I don't know if that's making any sense for you, but I don't want to pull away and then like get distracted with chat and then like lose it. So I'm just going to keep going. So if that's what she means, because I feel like that's what it is, because I have to interpret my own personal symbology with these things, because they're only going to give me things that I can understand what they mean, you know. So I'm going to ask her, like, well, how do you, with all the stuff you have to do, you're Terra Mama, for crying out loud. You got 3 kids to take care of and other things, and you're trying to do your passions. Like, well, how are you supposed to how are you supposed to keep it all flowing without getting, you know, resentment and frustration built up? All right, let me go ask. I thought I was hearing it before I ever even got to her, but then I wanted to make sure that I heard it correctly, and she did say it again. So she said you have to ask for help. You are an amazing person who can handle all kinds of stuff, who can do all of it. You really, we know. Anybody's watched your stream knows that you can do all of it. Terra Mama, you can do all of it, but do you have to do all of it? Sometimes you can ask for help. And asking for help can give you a little ease, I think. Can start to create that little bit of calmness that'll allow the stuff to start flowing again without there being this like friction of these other emotions that are like hiding underneath the surface and not letting stuff flow. Very accurate. Okay, Terra Mama. True power to the mamas, that's for sure, Collective Capricorn. My weakness is asking for help, but I've been trying recently. The volcano is interesting. I'm actually sort of afraid of volcanoes. Oh. But, okay, so Terra Mama, if you're afraid of volcanoes and it was showing the lava not flowing, perhaps if you don't let the lava flow and you don't ask for help, you know what's going to happen? Instead of the volcano erupting, it'll be you. You will be the volcano. And you will blow up and it'll be terrible. It'll be terrible and scary. So yes. So the fact that you've been asking for help recently is probably showing that this is like confirmation and a reminder. Yes, you've been trying to ask for help lately and your higher self recognize it, and then she's like reminding you to keep asking for help. And the calmness made perfect sense. Been trying to tap more this past week. Okay, good. Because to us on the outside, Terra Mama, it seems like you are calm all the time, which I know, we know is not true. But it's like that, the fact that she said calmness, I was like, what? Of all things that she could have said to you, calmness, but I'm glad that it made sense. I love those higher self readings. I'm very much enjoying them.